Reclaim your movement, reclaim your life. Is the relentless ache in your joints dimming the vibrancy of your days, forcing you to hesitate before simple pleasures, or making once effortless movements feel like monumental tasks? Do you find yourself reluctantly reaching for another pill, wishing there was a kinder, more natural path to comfort, a way to soothe the persistent throb and stiffness without a laundry list of side effects? It's a frustrating, isolating experience to feel your body betraying you, watching life pass by from the sidelines while others move freely. Many people feel trapped in this cycle, convinced that their only options are powerful pharmaceuticals or simply enduring the discomfort. But what if you've been overlooking a profound ancient secret, a truly accessible solution that could transform your daily comfort and restore your lost vitality? A secret so potent, yet so incredibly common, that it's likely already nestled in your kitchen pantry, waiting to be unleashed. Thousands are missing out on this gentle yet powerful revolution in natural well-being, still battling inflammation and pain with temporary fixes, while a genuine, sustainable path to relief goes unnoticed. Don't let yourself be among them. This isn't about exotic remedies or complicated regimens. It's about harnessing the incredible, often underestimated power of everyday ingredients. Prepare to discover how a few humble spices, those unassuming heroes of your culinary world, possess the astonishing ability to soothe aching joints, calm stubborn inflammation, and help you rediscover the joy of effortless movement. This knowledge could be the turning point you've been searching for, unlocking a brighter, more active future. So settle in, perhaps with a comforting warm drink, because what you're about to learn could genuinely change how you experience your body, one delicious healing sprinkle at a time. The shift from constant discomfort to everyday ease is closer than you think. Cloves, the unassuming powerhouse of joint comfort. Let's turn our attention to one of nature's most deceptively potent gifts, a spice often relegated to the background, yet possessing an extraordinary capacity to soothe and heal: cloves. These small, dark, intensely aromatic buds might not immediately strike you as a medicinal marvel, often associated with the comforting sense of holiday baking or the warm embrace of spiced teas. Indeed, they lend a distinctive cozy note to desserts and beverages, enriching our culinary experiences. However, their true magic extends far beyond mere fragrance or flavor. Cloves are, in fact, an incredible repository of bioactive compounds specifically tailored to combat joint discomfort and significantly dial down the inflammatory processes that plague so many. They are a testament to how profound healing can emerge from the most humble of sources, often hiding in plain sight within our own pantries. The star player in cloves' impressive therapeutic arsenal is a remarkable molecule known as eugenol. This compound is not only responsible for cloves' unique, unforgettable scent, but also acts as the primary engine behind much of its pain-relieving and anti-inflammatory prowess. Modern scientific investigations have extensively explored eugenol for its diverse therapeutic actions, highlighting its profound anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, and analgesic pain-relieving properties. In simpler terms, eugenol possesses the innate ability to quiet the body's overactive inflammatory pathways, neutralize the relentless assault of damaging free radicals that contribute to wear and tear, and effectively take the sharp edge off persistent pain. Envision joints that feel perpetually puffy, stiff, or tender to the touch. While inflammation is the body's crucial protective mechanism, when it transitions into a chronic state, as it often does in conditions like various forms of arthritis, it paradoxically begins to inflict harm rather than offer protection. Eugenol is uniquely capable of inhibiting the activity of an enzyme called COX-2, the very same target many popular over-the-counter pain relievers aim to suppress. This offers a gentler, food-based approach to calming the internal fire of inflammation, providing relief without solely relying on pharmaceutical interventions. Beyond its anti-inflammatory might, cloves also stand out as one of the most antioxidant-dense spices known to humankind. This characteristic is vitally important because oxidative stress, a destructive process fueled by factors such as aging, an imbalanced diet, environmental pollution, or chronic stress, significantly accelerates the breakdown of cartilage and the overall degeneration of joint tissues. By supplying an incredibly rich pool of potent antioxidants, cloves act as diligent protectors, helping to slow down this degenerative process and safeguard precious joint tissues at a fundamental cellular level. To truly grasp their antioxidant superiority, consider this. On the ORAC scale, a widely accepted measure of antioxidant capacity, cloves remarkably outscore many celebrated superfoods, even nudging ahead of well-known champions like blueberries. Furthermore, tantalizing emerging research indicates that specific constituents within cloves may even play a role in limiting the extent of cartilage damage in various arthritic conditions. This implies that cloves might offer more than just symptomatic relief. They could actively help preserve the very structure of your joints, potentially leading to improved flexibility, reduced stiffness, and a noticeable decrease in the frequency and severity of painful flare-ups over time. Integrating the benefits of cloves into your daily routine doesn't require a radical overhaul of your diet or the adoption of exotic cooking techniques. It's surprisingly simple to weave their healing power into your life without encountering flavor fatigue. One of the easiest methods is a comforting whole clove tea. Simply drop a few whole cloves into gently simmering water, allow them to steep for 10 to 15 minutes, then strain and sip. A touch of honey and a squeeze of lemon can be added for enhanced flavor, making it a soothing ritual to enjoy after meals or in the evening, particularly if nighttime aches tend to be your trouble spot. For those who prefer ground cloves, remember their potency. A mere pinch is often sufficient. Stir this potent powder into your morning oatmeal, blend it into a banana and cinnamon smoothie for an extra layer of warmth and benefit, or effortlessly fold it into hearty curries and stews. This approach offers both a delightful depth of flavor and a steady infusion of joint-friendly compounds in one simple gesture. Elevate your nightly ritual with an upgraded golden milk. Warm your preferred milk with turmeric, ginger, and a hint of black pepper, then add a tiny pinch of ground clove. This creates a deeply soothing, anti-inflammatory pre-bed beverage that your joints will undoubtedly appreciate. You can also craft a simple, infused oil by gently warming olive oil with a few whole cloves and other supportive spices. Drizzle this subtly fragrant oil over roasted vegetables, or use it as a finishing touch for salads, adding a delicate functional lift to your meals. A small but important caution regarding cloves: they are highly concentrated in eugenol. While incredibly beneficial in culinary amounts, very large doses, particularly if consumed in concentrated supplement or essential oil forms, can overwhelm the body and potentially trigger unwanted side effects. To safely harness their remarkable benefits, always keep your intake within normal culinary quantities. For those who enjoy aromatherapy, the warm, spicy scent of clove essential oil can be profoundly comforting, and a properly diluted topical application, always mixed with a carrier oil like coconut or almond and patch-tested first, may provide localized warmth and a mild numbing sensation to sore areas. Why then are cloves so highly recommended for joint care? Because they embody simplicity, accessibility, and undeniable effectiveness. There are no complicated recipes to master, no radical lifestyle shifts demanded, just small, consistent additions that, over time, compound into significant relief. True recovery isn't solely about what you eliminate. It's profoundly about the intelligent, supportive additions that actively foster healing. Cloves perfectly encapsulate this kind of everyday upgrade. So, the next time you're planning a meal, or if you simply feel a familiar tightness beginning to settle into your joints, consider how a little clove magic can gracefully slip into your day. Your body, and especially your joints, will undoubtedly thank you for the difference. Cinnamon, the sweet embrace of soothing relief. Next on our journey through nature's healing pantry, let's explore a spice universally cherished for its comforting aroma and delectable flavor, cinnamon. Most of us instinctively associate cinnamon with the warmth of a freshly baked apple pie, the indulgence of a gooey cinnamon roll, or the spicy embrace of a cozy chai latte. It's a taste of nostalgia, a whisper of home. Yet, this very same familiar seasoning, nestled in a humble stick or a sprinkle of powder in your pantry, holds an astonishing secret. It can play a profoundly meaningful role in alleviating persistent joint aches and systematically calming the deep-seated inflammation that often fuels them. That everyday spice, so integral to our comfort foods, could be one of the simplest, most accessible natural supports for your sore knees, stiff fingers, or that protesting ache in your back after a long day. Cinnamon boasts a lineage of healing that stretches back millennia, deeply revered in traditional systems of medicine from ancient Egypt to the intricate practices of Ayurveda and the wisdom of Chinese medicine. Across cultures and centuries, it was treasured not just for its flavor, but for its undeniable restorative properties. Modern scientific inquiry is now meticulously validating what these ancient traditions intuitively understood. At the heart of cinnamon's therapeutic power lies a key bioactive compound known as cinnamaldehyde. This remarkable molecule is not only responsible for cinnamon's signature aroma and distinctive flavor, but also carries a potent punch of anti-inflammatory and antioxidant effects. Given that much long-standing joint pain is insidiously driven by persistent low-grade inflammation, anything that can safely and gently nudge those inflammatory pathways downwards can make an enormous, palpable difference in your day-to-day comfort and overall quality of life. When chronic inflammation smolders beneath the surface, the immune system can, at times, mistakenly target the body's own healthy tissues, manifesting as the familiar and unwelcome stiffness, swelling, and pain we associate with joint issues. Cinnamaldehyde and its related compounds work synergistically to help calm this erroneous immune response, fostering a more balanced internal environment. Indeed, multiple studies have now illuminated the connection between regular cinnamon intake and a noticeable reduction in inflammatory markers such as C-reactive protein, CRP, and TNF-alpha, both of which are strongly correlated with painful, inflamed joints. In one compelling clinical trial, individuals suffering from rheumatoid arthritis who consistently incorporated cinnamon into their daily routine reported significantly less pain and swelling compared to a control group. For a simple spice, such a notable and measurable result is truly remarkable. But the story of cinnamon's healing power doesn't end there. Another equally crucial aspect is its positive impact on circulation. Healthy, robust blood flow is absolutely vital for the well-being of your joints, efficiently delivering oxygen and essential nutrients to cartilage, ligaments, and connective tissues, while simultaneously removing metabolic waste products that can aggravate soreness and inflammation. Cinnamon actively supports improved circulation, which in turn helps these critical tissues to repair themselves, maintain suppleness, and function with greater ease and fluidity. An enhanced blood flow combined with a quieter inflammatory environment is a potent synergy that your joints will undeniably feel and appreciate. Furthermore, cinnamon may also play a beneficial role in assisting with blood sugar balance. While this might initially seem unrelated to joint comfort, stable glucose levels are, in fact, a major player in overall body-wide inflammation. Elevated blood sugar can act as an amplifier, intensifying inflammatory processes and, over time, worsening joint symptoms. By helping to steady glucose levels, cinnamon tackles a hidden driver of inflammatory discomfort from an entirely different direction. This kind of holistic, whole-system benefit is precisely what makes food as medicine approaches so incredibly compelling and effective. Now, for the practical and enjoyable part, how to effortlessly weave cinnamon into your daily life so it becomes a cherished habit rather than a chore. The good news is, you don't need to force down unpleasant concoctions or consume spoonfuls of powder. Begin by layering cinnamon into foods and drinks you already genuinely enjoy. Picture a warm, comforting bowl of oatmeal generously scattered with cinnamon and fresh berries. a delightful pairing that not only tastes wonderful, but also combines cinnamon's anti-inflammatory punch with the additional antioxidants from the berries. If smoothies are your morning ritual, blend a pinch into your shake. Banana, almond milk, and even a touch of turmeric are perfect companions, adding an earthy sweetness and a boost of joint-friendly compounds. For tea lovers, a simple cinnamon infusion is a calming delight. Simmer a cinnamon stick in hot water for 10 to 15 minutes, then sip it warm. A touch of honey or a slice of fresh ginger can introduce even more soothing support, creating a peaceful way to start your day or wind down at night. Cinnamon also truly shines in savory dishes, adding an unexpected layer of warmth and complexity. Try tossing roasted sweet potatoes or carrots with a light sprinkle of cinnamon before they go. Is far kinder to your body than occasional large servings. Think of it not as a quick fix, but as a consistent, gentle nudge towards greater internal balance and comfort. For anyone grappling with ongoing joint issues, it's all too easy to feel overwhelmed by the sheer volume of pills, treatments, and often conflicting advice available. Cinnamon offers a refreshing antidote to this complexity precisely because of its beautiful simplicity. You can effortlessly fold it into meals you already cherish and maintain this beneficial habit without added stress or complicated protocols. There are no elaborate recipes or strict rules, just gentle, steady support. And there's a wonderful emotional component too. Cinnamon is inherently comforting. It literally warms you from the inside out, softens the sharp edges of a challenging day, and serves as a gentle reminder that effective care can be profoundly enjoyable. Healing doesn't have to be harsh or clinical. It can be as accessible and pleasant as a fragrant mug of tea or a well-seasoned, wholesome side dish. Of course, a brief but vital note on safety. More is not necessarily better. Always adhere to culinary amounts, especially if you happen to be using cassia cinnamon to keep coumarin exposure low. If you are currently taking medications or managing chronic health conditions, it is always a wise practice to inform your healthcare provider that you are regularly incorporating cinnamon into your diet. This ensures that its use fits harmoniously within your overall health plan. By consciously choosing Ceylon cinnamon and sticking to everyday kitchen doses, regular use becomes a remarkably smart and low-risk strategy for enhancing your well-being. If stiff joints, achy knees, or puffy fingers have been persistently wearing you down, we wholeheartedly encourage you to give cinnamon a fair and consistent trial. Start sprinkling it into your breakfasts, whirl it into a rejuvenating smoothie, brew a simple soothing tea, or use it to beautifully season roasted vegetables. These small, delicious, and consistent changes truly add up over time. Sometimes, the most profound and lasting relief isn't found in a prescription bottle, but rather emerges from a familiar spice jar you already own, applied thoughtfully, one nourishing sprinkle at a time. Black pepper, the humble catalyst for deeper healing. It's time to bestow some much-deserved recognition upon one of the most unassuming yet profoundly powerful spices gracing nearly every kitchen table, black pepper. You might be thinking, really? That everyday sprinkle I twist over practically everything without a second thought? Yes, precisely that one. Do not for a moment let its ubiquitous presence and familiarity lull you into underestimating its extraordinary capabilities. Black pepper is far, far more than a mere flavor enhancer or a finishing touch for your meals. When utilized thoughtfully and consistently, it transforms into a steady, reliable ally in your quest to ease stubborn joint soreness and significantly dial down the systemic inflammation that often underlies it. Frequently, the most genuinely effective tools for deep healing are the very ones that have been hiding in plain sight, overlooked precisely because they are so commonplace. For countless centuries, these tiny, potent peppercorns have performed a remarkable double duty, simultaneously elevating the taste of our meals and acting as vital supports for overall wellness within the venerable traditions of Ayurveda and traditional Chinese medicine. Modern scientific research is now rapidly catching up, providing elegant explanations for why this pantry staple can be such an astonishing difference maker for persistent achy knees, chronically stiff fingers, or a back that protests with discomfort after even moderately long days. The profound secret to black pepper's therapeutic might resides within a single naturally occurring compound, piperine. Piperine is the very essence of pepper, giving it its characteristic sharp, invigorating bite. Yet, beyond its culinary zest, it also delivers notable and scientifically validated anti-inflammatory and antioxidant effects. These two qualities are of immense significance when your joints feel cranky, stiff, or perpetually inflamed. Joint discomfort, whether stemming from various forms of arthritis or simply years of wear and tear, is almost universally fueled by a foundation of chronic low-grade inflammation. This insidious process leaves tissue swollen, tender to the touch, and significantly less mobile, and over extended periods, it can gradually nibble away at the integrity of precious cartilage. Piperine actively intervenes in this process by helping to turn down the volume on key biochemical signals that drive this internal fire of inflammation. It can inhibit the activity of enzymes such as COX-2 and effectively dampen pro-inflammatory cytokines, thereby addressing the root causes of the discomfort rather than simply muffling the symptoms temporarily. In essence, black pepper helps your body's immune system stop yelling in the first place, promoting a more balanced and peaceful internal environment. But there's yet another crucial layer to this remarkable story. Our daily lives constantly bombard us with oxidative stress, a relentless assault from environmental pollutants, the consumption daily routine for enhanced joint support could not be any easier. The first and arguably most impactful step is to choose a freshly ground pepper. Rather than relying on pre-ground shakers, grinding peppercorns directly before you eat them preserves a significantly higher concentration of piperine, which means you receive a greater beneficial impact from the very same sprinkle. Consider keeping a small, easy-to-use pepper mill right where you eat, adding it at the table to lock in potency with virtually zero extra effort. Then, consciously integrate it across your entire day. Twist fresh pepper over your eggs at breakfast, whisk it into your homemade vinaigrettes for salads, stir it generously into comforting soups and hearty stews. A particularly potent and delicious combination is to partner it with turmeric on roasted vegetables or in vibrant lentil dishes, creating a simple, warming, and highly functional pairing that tastes incredible and works wonders for your joints. Even a modest pinch, used consistently day after day, quietly accumulates into significant benefits over time. Furthermore, when you include healthy fats like olive oil, avocado, or coconut milk in your meals, the absorption of these fat-soluble active compounds further improves, maximizing their healing potential. And don't overlook your warm drinks. If herbal teas, luxurious turmeric lattes, or calming evening tonics are already a part of your daily rhythm, make it a point to include a small crack of fresh pepper. The flavor becomes wonderfully rounder and deeper, and crucially, you activate those potent anti-inflammatory constituents that are ready to go to work within your body. This is genuinely one of the simplest, most delightful ways to weave attentive joint care into gentle daily rituals that you may already cherish. A quick mindset reset can also be incredibly helpful. Chronic joint pain can be profoundly discouraging, especially when you feel as though you've exhausted every possible avenue of treatment. It's vital to remember that you are absolutely not powerless. You do not need to embark on a radical life overhaul to make tangible progress. Instead, small, sustainable, and consistent habits are the true drivers of positive change. Black pepper exemplifies one of those tiny, repeatable choices that, when accumulated quietly over time, translate into less stiffness, reduced swelling, and ultimately more comfortable and joyful movement. There's no need to hunt for rare superfoods, no expensive supplements required. Sometimes the most profoundly helpful shift in your well-being is already sitting right there, next to the salt shaker, patiently waiting to be recognized. Finally, a brief but important word on safety. Black pepper is generally very well tolerated by most individuals when consumed in typical culinary amounts. However, if you have a particularly sensitive stomach or are currently taking certain long-term medications, it's always wise to have a quick chat with your clinician. Piperine, though beneficial, can influence how the body metabolizes some drugs. While this interaction is uncommon at typical food levels, it is still prudent to be aware. For the vast majority of people, however, fresh pepper used liberally in everyday cooking is both remarkably safe and exceptionally beneficial. So the next time your hand reaches for your spice rack, see black pepper with fresh eyes, imbued with the knowledge of its true power. It is so much more than a mere finishing touch. It is a supportive touch, a simple yet profoundly effective way to help your body feel better, stronger, and more comfortable from the inside out. Relief, you see, doesn't always begin in a sterile pharmacy. Sometimes the most meaningful and lasting relief begins with a few satisfying turns of a grinder and the quiet, empowering knowledge that each humble sprinkle is gently nudging you toward less pain and a world of greater possibility. Embracing your path to lasting comfort. There you have it, an unveiling of 3 incredibly potent, yet utterly everyday spices, each possessing a remarkable therapeutic potential that extends far beyond merely flavoring your meals. From the cozy, comforting sweetness of Ceylon cinnamon, celebrated for its ancient healing lineage, to the powerful antioxidant punch and anti-inflammatory prowess of cloves, and the humble yet profound inflammation-calming kick of black pepper, these seemingly simple staples are, in fact, your silent allies. When used consistently and mindfully, they transcend their culinary role, actively working to support robust joint health, ease persistent swelling, significantly reduce stiffness, and ultimately empower you to move through your days with greater comfort, fluidity, and unburdened freedom. The truly extraordinary aspect of this approach is its beautiful simplicity. You don't need to undertake sweeping, difficult changes or adhere to complex regimens. The path to lasting comfort begins with small, deliberate actions. A gentle sprinkle here, a thoughtful pinch there, and above all, unwavering consistency. These tiny, repeatable habits, when compounded over time, accumulate into genuinely remarkable results that you will feel and appreciate in your daily life. It's a powerful reminder that relief, often sought in bottles or clinical settings, can frequently begin right within the comforting confines of your own kitchen, deeply rooted in the mindful choices you make every single day. So, take this newfound knowledge and empower yourself to give your body the steady, natural support it so profoundly deserves, one delicious healing plate at a time. If this journey through the hidden powers of your spice rack has resonated with you, if it has sparked a flicker of hope for greater comfort and vitality, please consider tapping the thumbs up. To continue receiving more practical, natural health insights, simple remedies that truly work, and empowering tips for a stronger, more vibrant life, we invite you to subscribe to Evergreen Health. And if you've already experienced the transformative power of any of these incredible spices in your own journey with joint pain, we warmly encourage you to share your story and insights in the comments below. Your experiences can be a beacon of hope and practical wisdom for others. Until we meet again, remember to nurture yourself with kindness and intention. You are absolutely worth every bit of care you invest in your well-being. Stay healthy, stay vibrant, and reclaim your natural ease of movement every single day.